We're backstage at LASSO with Kip Moore on Pure Country. How are you?
I'm very good. Good to be here.
I have to say that Kip Moore is like one of my all-time favorite artists, so I'm having a moment right now.
Earlier, she said I am her all-time favorite. Now it's one of.
I don't want to sound crazy and be like,
No,
oh, my God.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. So, okay, let's get right into it because you have 5 records out now. There's another one coming soon, I heard.
Another one coming soon.
5 records. Do you have any advice for someone who's just starting out in the industry and they want to have like a long-lasting career? Not just a flash in the pan. They want to have a long-lasting career like you.
Well, I think there's so many elements to it. The first thing I would say is you have to listen to your compass. Everybody's going to try to knock you off your compass, and not intentionally. But you're going to have so many people that don't know what your heart and gut tells you. They're going to try to tell you to do all these different things. I've had so many moments in my career where, say, songs were sent to me that I knew were hit records, but I knew they didn't line up with who I was as an artist and how I would feel authentic on stage. And I've turned down these songs that had later on become hits for other artists. But I've turned down collabs that I knew visually might give you more fame, but not necessarily more success. Those two don't always coincide. And so compass to me is the number one thing. 2 is learn how to play your music live. I say that because everything now is so track-based and computers crash. And I also feel like when it's all tracks, the sound gets so squashed down, so small and thin. And a crowd they're not going to be able to understand it, but when you're actually all playing live, there's air that's moving through amps, and there's a feeling that you can give an audience unlike what a track band can. So I've always stayed true to that. I've never played, at the most one cover during my set, and I'll play for 2.5 hours when I'm headlining. And at the most one, I've always stayed away, even early on. I wouldn't just get up there and worry about if the crowd was and start playing a lot of covers, because then you're just another cover band guy. So I've always stuck to my guns and playing my music and what felt true to me.
Okay, I love that. That is a great answer. You sing one of my favorite songs of all time. It's called Plead the Fifth.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite song to play live?
It honestly varies from night to night. It depends on where I'm at here and here. Like Plead the Fifth some nights. Overseas, Plead the Fifth is huge. In Europe, when we go over there, the whole place is just full of electricity. So a lot of times I'm so connected to that song. Heart's Desire, Crazy More Time is one of my all-time favorites that I've written, and I never get tired of playing that. But it truly depends on, sometimes it's Guitar Man. It depends on where I'm at personally that particular day.
Okay. I'm still having a moment right now. This is so cool. Anyway, you were just on the road with Hardy.
Yep, I was.
Do you have a favorite moment from that experience, or was it like the whole thing was cool?
I don't know if I have like an exact moment, but I really enjoyed being out there. They had an amazing crew. That was my first time really being around him, and he is a really good human. So, we had good talks. We had a good time. Like we were, whether we were playing golf, shooting basketball, riding e-bikes backstage, we were just, it felt like family. So as a whole, it just felt like a cool family tour. But I can't say enough about the kindness and the human aspect of Hardy, because he's a very real person, and there's not a lot of that in this industry.
Yeah, it's so cool to see him doing so well right now, because he really is so nice and so genuine.
I'm pulling for the guy because we do a very different thing, but what I love about Hardy is that he is being himself 100%, and anytime somebody's doing that, I can usually sniff that out, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, so one more question for you. I know you talked about collabs and how you've turned some down.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that you have in mind that you would 100% love to collab with right now?
Off the top of my head, I would say I love what Sam Fender does. It would be interesting to see what we would do together. I appreciate what he's doing, and I would say Sam Fender off the top of my head.
I'll have to check him out. I haven't heard of him.
He's awesome.
Okay, I will check him out. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah, you bet.